So today is going to be a really tough game for the Chicago Sky. And if you are them, you really this is a must-win game. This is a must at least compete game for them. But you're playing the Aces. Obviously today at 5 p.m. I will be live for the game. So obviously if you guys are interested in watching live streams, go and subscribe. Go and subscribe. We are trying to hit we're trying to hit close, probably 29k by the Fever game, the Fever Sky game. Either way, this one's big. Because if you want to look at the standings, the Chicago Sky right now are one game ahead of the Dream. And the Atlanta Dream, in fairness, the Atlanta Dream played Fever in the next game, and that's going to be a hell of a game, by the way. Indiana versus Atlanta is going to be close. I don't care what anyone says. That's tomorrow night. That's going to be real close. But Atlanta versus Indiana, if Indiana can lose that game, ironically enough, if Chicago can win tonight, they go 12-17. And if Indiana lose, we're now looking at a situation where Indiana, Chicago, and Atlanta are all within touching distance of each other. If they can win today. If they lose and Atlanta win, they're basically in on a damn tiebreak. And with the way Atlanta are playing right now, I can't predict anything other than they still have to play each other one more time. I can't predict anything other than Atlanta winning. But for Chicago, this is a big one because I think as far as the team is concerned, I think A'ja Wilson is going to be guarded by Camila Cardoso. We've watched them play twice, and A'ja Wilson has struggled with Cardoso's length. But at this point in her career, A'ja Wilson is just that much better. She's bigger, she's stronger, she's faster, she's smarter. She just has that edge over Angel Reese. And not saying that that's a knock. A'ja Wilson's cooked almost everybody, but it's just at this point in their career, she's gonna cook everyone on the Sky team. The only person that can kind of bother A'ja Wilson is gonna be Cardoso. So I say we see Cardoso starting on Angel Reese more so than anything. So I would say for this game, it really comes down to, we saw last time, when we saw before the Olympic break, the problem is, a lot of people are going to be saying, they beat the Aces before the Olympic break. There was a big, big player that played for the Sky that game. There was a massive player that played for the Sky, and her name was Marina Mabrey. You cannot forget that Marina Mabrey was on the Sky team that day. Yeah, the Sky won by 8. If you want to look, Jackie Young was minus 21. Wow. But it really was Marina Mabrey had 15 points and Kennedy Carter at 34. If that's going to happen, it's going to be anything could happen. If Rachel Banham gives you 15, gives you 3 of 7 from 3 on not horrendous true shooting, then you've got a shot. Again, Cardoso only gave you 6. Onion Ware gave you 9, though. But the way this team is playing right now, the Aces, they've been garbage. Which means they have to have a bounce back game. They just have to. They've been garbage, but they've been garbage against good teams. If you're saying, they've been absolutely awful, they've been awful against the Lynx. It is what it is against the Lynx. If you're looking at this Aces team, A'ja Wilson only had 15 in one of the games. She had 20 in the other. She got outplayed by Fee Collier twice. Kelsey Plum is giving you she's giving you nothing on the defensive end. Kate Martin's not even playing anymore. Sydney Colson's playing 8 minutes a game. Gustafson, fine backup, but she's not going to change a game. It's the real issue is that they thought they were going to be getting a different version of Chelsea Gray right now. And when you go and play hurt, there's a big difference between playing hurt and playing and working your way back from injury. So when you're working your way back from injury, you get better every single game. And that's what people don't realize is that Chelsea Gray's playing hurt. When you play hurt, you get worse every game. And you can see when it comes to Chelsea Gray's just all around numbers, 7 points, 3 points, 8 points, and then before 13, 8, 7, 3, 7. She's offering nothing. She's offering absolutely nothing to the team, considering the minutes she's playing. She's going down in minutes as well. So Yeah, I would be a little bit worried for the Aces, but this is a good chance again for Chicago. If I'm Angel Reese, I'm shooting 18 times a game. Like, your team's not going to win many games. If I'm Angel Reese, I'm shooting 18 times a game. Because we saw she can drop 13 and a half. We saw that Angel Reese is capable of dropping 20 and hitting some mid-range shots like she did against the Mercury. And again, she's not going to hit many of them. She's shooting 20% from outside 5 feet. But at the same time, the only way you can get better than them at those shots in games is by taking them in games, and your team's going to lose anyway. Like, I get it against Connecticut. She played to her strengths against Connecticut. But the thing is that like just playing to your strengths and never getting into your comfort zone, like, you don't really improve like that. And that was a must win game. I think the Aces are going to blitz this guy. I think the Aces are off of back losses. And they're on 3 losses straight. And like, people are questioning whether or not Age is even MVP anymore. So I think Age is going to go out and drop 40. Like, that is my prediction today. Is Age is going to drop 40. Like, she can literally get whatever she wants whenever she wants. When Angel Reese is guarding her. And if they clear out and put her on more so on the perimeter, she can burn Cardoso every single time. Cardoso did give her a bit of trouble last time. Kennedy Carter is not the Kennedy Carter from before the Olympic break. It seems like Kennedy Carter is Kennedy Carter again. Like, she's going to give you a lot of good and a lot of bad. But like, coming up towards the Olympic break, I think you could argue Kennedy Carter was best guard in the WNBA. But that month break, it just meant Kennedy Carter has been going full Kennedy Carter, which can be a bit of a problem. So yeah, that is it. This is going to be a fun game though. Like, it's always, the Aces are always a big platform. Like, the Aces are always going to go, they're almost like the Fever. It's going to be someone's Super Bowl. And I think for the Sky, you've already beat the Aces once. I think you've lost the Aces once, beat the Aces once. I think you played them again, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't see it happening. I think they got one over them, just like, say, the Fever getting one over the Liberty. I think you can get one win over a team. I don't think they split this series. I don't think they beat them again. So my prediction is going to be 23-point win for the Ace. 15-point win with a 23-point max lead for the Aces. I'm going to guess Aja Wilson has 36 points. 14 boards, maybe. 36 and 14. I think in the defensive end, she's probably going to guard Angel Reese. But I do also think that we're going to see a game where Camila Cardoso gives you about 10 to 12. I think Angel's going to give you, I'll go 13 and 13. As my stat line, I'll go 13 and 13. And I think Kennedy Carter, the difference in these two games is going to be, I think Rachel Bannum's only going to give you like 6 points. And I think Kennedy Carter, rather than 34 that she gave you the last game, Kennedy Carter is only going to give you 19. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.